Hey, New Life family. Joel here with the weekly update for where we're sitting at, somewhere in the middle of November here. And I just want to encourage you with wherever you're at to continue moving forward. God has good things for us, God has a plan for us. I'm sitting here in our apartment and I can hear my family all around the place here. Just behind the door over here, I hear my youngest daughter in one of her online classes. And she's having to learn how to do life and school in a whole new way in this time. And yet I'm excited to hear her pressing in and pressing on and figuring it out. And there's good things that she's experiencing as she does her best to navigate with all the challenges of school in this time. And I think that's so much how life kind of feels right now. Like as a county, we're still in the purple tier, which means we're in the most restricted tier that you can be in the state of California, which creates all sorts of limitations, ongoing limitations for us as a church. Like we're not able to get back into our building at this point in time until we get to that red tier, and there's no clear indication of timing when that will take place. But just because we're experiencing limitations doesn't mean we're not able to figure out how to continue walking together as a church. And I'm so grateful for all the men and women in our church that have been coming together to help us continue walking forward. And so we've been able to do some neat things in the last season, last little while, on all sorts of different fronts. So we've had two of our patio services now outside in our parking lot, and that's just been so great for those of us who are able to come together and gather safely so that we can experience being church outdoors, socially distanced safely together. And I'm grateful for all the volunteers that have helped with that, with our next gen side of that equation and our worship side, and all the volunteers helping to create a safe, welcome place. Our next gen team has stepped up a lot in this season to help create events for family and community, from our trunk or treat service, or not service, but our trunk or treat party that we had a while back. And I know that there's a movie night coming up this weekend on Saturday in our parking lot. And so we're seeing some neat progress for us as a church. We're still doing our best to create an online experience of church every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. And there's all sorts of people that are behind the scenes helping put that together as well. We're also been experiencing the ability to be generous as a church. And so, man, so thank you to those of you that have been faithfully giving. And some of you have even stepped up above and beyond in this time as we're trying to navigate the realities of our budget in a COVID state as a church that can't officially meet together. That's been great to see. And we also have opportunity to continue being generous in this season with the 2020 Thanksgiving Challenge that we're taking part of as a church. So many things that we're still able to do and be as a church. Our community groups are still engaging either in Zoom or bundled up together in outdoor patios or backyards. And so there's so many things that we can continue striving together to be as a church. And I'm encouraged by that, even though this is an incredibly difficult season in so many ways. And I just wanted to encourage you with the things that we're able to be and do in this season as a church. I love what Paul writes in Galatians 6, where he said he's encouraging the church in their day and their time. And he's saying, hey, don't give up doing good, because at the proper time, we'll reap a harvest of blessing. And I believe as we continue leaning in together as a church, we'll see the good things that God has for us. And so, New Life, hang in there. New Life, keep leaning in and walking together. New Life, keep pursuing God and asking Jesus to show up in your story every day. And then look for the opportunities to do good for people in your world as we walk together. And as we do this, we'll see the good that God has for us in the coming months. And in 2021, we're going to cross a finish line at some point, and we'll look back and say, God, look at how you worked in our story. So look in this email, you'll see all sorts of things that we have coming up, but I just wanted to encourage you with the thoughts that God is on the move, our church is still alive, and we get to follow him together. And so God bless you. Have a great day.